Termites. It's episode 173, and welcome. As Stevie would say, welcome, everyone. Stevie just added a bunch of European dates.
Are you going?
So, no, I'm not going. I have to work. But if you're in anywhere over there, Stevie, I'd like to see the one in Hyde Park in England, but I have to work, which is very sad. But I'm sure Stevie will go crazy. I'm warning the European termites. Her stories are getting very long.
They're wonderful.
I like them. Mm-hmm. But she still sings every song you ever want to hear. So you can't complain. Nope. Can't complain, termites. Fire, 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 fire. So glad to be home for
a minute.
An hour. Baby Cat's very angry with me. Yeah. Except, here's the thing, Baby Cat. It's 46 degrees outside and 22-mile-an-hour wind. So all of a sudden, you're going to not be mad. And you're going to sit here on this couch.
So happy.
Very happy.
Yeah, she's right there.
Yeah. She always has her little spot under the coffee table for the podcast. So, termites, what are we drinking? Well, first of all, I'm drinking a goat ranch lager from Big Lug. It's from Indianapolis, but I like that it says Goat Ranch. Love the can. Delicious little lager. And then this is crazy. This is called the Solar Eclipse beer. I'm not drinking this right now. It's a breakfast thing, and I got to put it in the refrigerator. But here's what it does. So the solar eclipse is on April 8th. Mm-hmm. As a non-science person, to me, that might as well be voodoo. I don't know. I bought some glasses at a gas station somewhere in Ohio, and I'm ready. I'm ready for it on April 8th. You pour this, look at this can. This is what drew it to me, too. I'm telling you, there's so many people like me that are just about the can. Cool. You pour this beer over our Flew the Coop hazy juicy IPA, and then the darkness will hover over the light. Cheers.
Ooh.
Yeah, because this is a dark breakfast beer.
Yeah.
Right.
Who brought you that?
I wrote it down.
Dustin, I think.
Dustin. This is made in Toledo, Ohio.
Well, we got to get the other one to pour it over.
Right. But I didn't read this till I got back. It's brewed specifically for the total solar eclipse, April 8th, 2024.
Okay. Well.
And then there's a rooster on a weather vane. I don't know what that is, but anyway, I will be doing that. I'll try to get that before April 8th.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get it online.
Maybe.
And then experiment and see if it works on the Pubcast.
Yeah.
All right, let me put these down. So there's so many things on the desk, and
you got a lot going on today.
There's a lot going on here today, but it's all worth it. This is just I don't ever tell you guys to go get something online. There's a restaurant in Indianapolis. I call it St. Elmo's. Everybody does, but it's St. Elmo.
Yep.
And they're famous for their shrimp cocktail. I went twice, me and Michael Somerville. It's amazing how much he can eat, too, when he puts his mind to it. It's fascinating to watch. This is their shrimp cocktail sauce. You can get it online, St. Elmo shrimp. It will change your life. If you like horseradish.
Yeah,
it's super hot. It could also, I took a couple bites where it went right through my sinus and almost exploded the back of my eyeball. But worth it. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, if you can, go online, just try a bottle. If you hate it, I will send you the money back for whatever this bottle costs. I don't remember.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
Oh, no, because no.
Yes, I will.
Thank you for my bourbon, too.
This bourbon was purchased for your birthday.
Thank you.
Paddles. Yeah. It's St. Elmo. Very sweet.
Yeah. I'm excited.
It's not my thing, but I know you like it. You like sweet? There you go. It's a whole thing.
Only in alcohol.
You fill it with ice and add 20 ounces of St. Elmo bourbon. Fill the glass with cola. Oh, no, they want you to make a cola drink. No, thanks.
No, we do.
No, it's just fine by itself. 88 proof, cherry vanilla infused.
That sounds sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sell it at the restaurant.
I'll share it with Pinky.
Yeah, you can share it with Pinky Tito.
Yeah.
I know it sounds stupid, but a lot of me and my friends, we always said if you were a gorilla at the zoo, like, what would your name be? And then you had to pick things that are like you. Well, one day my friend Mark was wearing a pink shirt, and he loves Tito's vodka, so I said his gorilla name should be Pinky Tito. My gorilla name's Kiki. I don't know why. I just flew out of my mouth. Lewis's gorilla name is Clyde Matumbo. I don't remember why. I don't know. It was going to be something with black, like Noir, like Clyde Noir. but because his last name. But I don't know, Clyde Matumbo, because he just looks like he's nice, like a Clyde a lot, but he could turn into Matumbo.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I'm sure there was alcohol.
We were golfing and drinking. Lou doesn't drink that much when he golfs, so he tries to really concentrate. I'm like, drinking would help your golf game, Lou. Trust me on that. It did one time. One time it helped. There was so much waiting going on that he finally agreed to drink.
Nice.
Well, I mean, he'll drink. Well, he always had his iced tea, but he will have occasionally.
That's not
And I am drinking a beer and a Bloody Mary because it's freezing outside and I just felt like it. And I'm drinking this hotel Tango vodka Bloody Mary. This was given to me by a termite in Indianapolis, but there was no card in the thing.
It looks good.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's a fun bottle.
Yeah, I like it because I feel like a real alcoholic. I feel like this kind of, it's a tiny flask. Yeah. Well, it's a medium flask, actually. I don't think I could be sneaking that into bars.
No.
Speaking of bars, I mean, not to be a buzzkill here, but what has happened to this kid in Nashville?
I don't know.
It's so weird.
Isn't he from Mizzou?
He's from Missouri. Yeah, he's from Mizzou, and he came down with his friends, got kicked out of a bar, Luke Bryant's bar, but he'd only had one drink. None of it makes sense. And then he wandered away, and then there's videos of him, and he doesn't look sober. That, whatever. He's a college kid.
Right.
His phone was last down by the river. There's two parts of down by the river, though. And then the one part by Broadway, there's nothing bad going on there. But if you go over where he ended up, there's some homeless encampments, gets a little questionable. Then this morning on the local news we found another body in the river, y'all. It's not Riley's.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what, we're missing other people? Yeah, some other body just floated up.
Wow.
Thankfully, the lake that I am on here is the river, but the dam part. And these people, so
on your side,
they
then.
won't be coming on this side. No, they'll be going that way, which I think is a long way around to Kentucky. I'm not sure about that, though. Anyway, it's terrible. What am I eating? Well, these pickles came. It's somebody said to backstage. It's Tony Packo's pickles and peppers. It said Klinger from MASH. These are the ones you would order.
Pickles?
I don't remember that. I remember Radar O'Reilly was from Ottumwa, Iowa. That was like a thing in the show. But I was also 10. I can't remember everything. But I have it. I have one right here. So these are Tony's pickles.
Baby cat.
Well, I like pickles. Oh, baby cat, where are you going? Are you bored already?
Delicious.
Yeah.
Lots of crunch.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And there's peppers in there too.
Nice.
Way to go, Klinger. Come on. That's from Jerry. You get a goat yell out for that. Alexandra brought me some South Bend Irish chocolate crunch. You should see the ushers when they bring all this shit backstage. But I always leave a bunch of the beers for the kids because I can't bring them all home, so then they get excited. I think I got sick of muling bags. Where do you want me to put this? Yeah. I'm like, put it with the other bags. Come on. That's really good. Irish chocolate crunch. Wow. It's like popcorn with, dipped in chocolate.
From Notre Dame.
Oh, is it from Notre Dame?
Yeah, it's from South Bend.
Well, South Bend, right. Well, yeah, that's where Notre Dame is. I thought you meant like the school.
I don't think they make it.
Michael Somerville, the opener, he went to Notre Dame. I'm always amazed when there's comics that went to really good colleges. I'm like, wait, and you graduated and then did this? I mean, I didn't go to somewhere as fancy as that. Last thing, then we're going to get to it. The Broad Ripple, the comedy club I used to work in Indianapolis is called Crackers at Broad Ripple.
Crackers.
I know. In Indiana, if you check into it, has a history of a lot of racial problems. And I'm like, maybe if you're going to name a comedy club, we don't go with Crackers. Well, we did, and everybody likes that. There's a bunch of clubs there now. But
Delicious.
chips, yeah, they're good. Sweet and spicy.
Yeah.
As advertised.
Good job.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Way to go, Andy. That was from Marianne and George. So I have a bunch of thank yous at the. Oh, I forgot to light my candles. God damn it, I'm not with the program today. You know why? Because I don't like outside right now. It's freezing. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of my coat. I'm sick of going where it was cold. Dayton was, both shows were sold out. It's so nice when they're sold out because then nobody yells at me. And
And you get to come back.
yeah, when I get to come back. And Indy, they dyed their river green.
That's pretty fun.
Indianapolis. Yeah. And then they had a dog thing like Irish Setter, a little parade. I didn't end up in the parade, but I saw the parade and I got so excited. Cool. Is there anything more fun than an Irish Setter running at you with giant clovers on its head? No. A lot of red dachshunds. It was super fun. The river was so green though, it almost looked radioactive. I'm like, I don't know who did the chemical math on this, but it looks like I did it to a swimming pool. Mm-hmm. It was festive though, very festive. And then I did Butler University in Indy. Well, it's closed Memorial Hall. And I usually don't go to college campuses. You know why I don't go?
Why?
Because I can never figure out where to park.
What?
It's hard.
Doesn't somebody tell you that?
Yeah, they give me maps and shit, and then me and the opener try to figure it out.
You don't care?
I don't care. No. I usually say no. If the deal memo comes over, it says it's on a college campus, I just send it back. Yep. And I'm like, find some place that's not attached to a college campus. But I ended up doing this one because everybody knows to go there. And then I met the president, James, and his wife, there was so much fun. His wife, Bethany, and she was telling me the story. And he was telling me the story. They like my car seat joke from whenever that I used to do that joke. And that he had to do it for his granddaughter. And that it was way, way, way too tight. And her arms were like this. But he's like, it's only a mile. I'm like, that's the kind of grandpa. Yes. You know what? That kid can sit there like this and go, meh, 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 for 1 mile. And then call the fire department or go to the fire department. People don't know that. Don't put the car seat in yourself. Go to the fire department. The fire department does a lot of extra things. They pick up a lot of falling elderly people, as in my parents.
Heard about that.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, my dad has a favorite one.
What?
Yeah, I like it when the guy with the red beard comes. That's how many times he's fallen. And my mom has to call the fire department.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, look at you two at the end, really getting your money back on your taxes. That's right. You paid in. You call that fire department, Dad, every time. No problem.
The campus looks pretty, though.
The campus is beautiful. Butler is fancy, and the Bulldogs did not make it into the March Madness, so I feel very bad for them. Neither did my Mizzou Tigers. Neither did the St. Louis Billikens, my dad's. I'm gonna have to find a reason to hate a team and go against them. And then I guess Auburn for Vic. I'll root for Auburn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are they good enough, though?
I don't know.
I got to root for somebody who can win.
The brackets just came out.
Well, I know the brackets because I got squares and all that, but I have to do the bracket. I have to do my bracket. I'm getting yelled at by my friend Ryan. And then I forget the Venmo, and, it's
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. All right, let's get to it. That's what we're eating and drinking. Is it freezing everywhere you guys are at? It's freezing in Missouri? Talk to my sister. I'm done with winter.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of my coat. I switched out coats, and now I'm sick of that coat. I've gone through 2 or 3 coats this winter where I'm like tired of wearing it. I'm tired of having it on the plane. I'm tired of dragging it around.
And then it'll be 70 degrees.
It's supposed to be 70 Wednesday. I'm going to try and golf with little... Yeah. So, Queen News, King News. Well, Jelly Roll has been nominated for 3 CMT Awards. Yay! Snoop's been very quiet. Dolly, because there's not a week that goes by that she's not got a new product. No. That lady is up working at 3 a.m. She has cast iron cookware, and it's with Lodge cast iron, which every time I drive to Chattanooga, I see the thing that you can go to the real... I want to go there once. I don't really understand...
We drove past
Well, I don't cook. Yeah. Who am I kidding? Dollies are fun, though. They have butterflies on the bottom. They're
Guitars.
Guitars. Yeah. They're super cool. But it's the bottom of the pan. I mean, are you supposed to hang them?
I mean, if you're a hillbilly.
Why would I ever see the bottom?
If you're a hillbilly, you do.
Rich people hang their pots and pans in movies. I've seen it.
Hang cast iron pans.
You don't hang cast iron? Is it too heavy?
No, rich people don't. They hang.
Rich people don't?
No.
All right, well...
You're not allowed to hang on the...
Well, I would. They can call me rich or they can call me poor. I don't give a shit.
Ask the termites. Do you hang...
Termites. Oh, and termites, thank you for your response on the 7 o'clock show preferred time. Most of you seem to prefer 7. I'm going to try to make that work.
Yeah.
It probably won't work in casinos. I get no say-so in that. But anywhere else I can, I'm going to try for the 7 o'clock show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to rearrange my nap time, my pre-show nap, but you know what? I can do it.
Yeah, you'll have to eat dinner time.
Yeah, I got to eat dinner like my parents. 4. And I was up there hanging out with the old people. You know, oh, I'd say it's going par.
Par?
Par.
Par's good.
We might be slipping into some plus a couple holes over. Yeah, a couple. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's whatever.
Yeah.
We'll see.
A lot of people are doing through it.
Well, a lot of people. I know all the emails you guys send about parents and stuff, and some of it's hilarious by accident. Because at some point you just have to start laughing about it. It's so ridiculous. And then other times it's very sad and all that stuff. But I like the way people phrase it all. Some people are like, these will be the most rewarding moments of your life. And then some other guy goes, yeah, I don't know. Good luck getting through that. I'm like, okay, I'm with that guy. Yeah, so far, whatever's supposed to be happening, I'm not feeling that happen just yet. Yeah. Is there a reason I'm running out to the car at 9:30 in the morning to have a beer that I may or may not have packed in a Yeti fold-up cooler that I may or may not have brought in my luggage? Do I care that it's 9:30? A little bit. I care a little bit where I judge myself, but then I go ahead and go, you know what? I'm so bored. Oh, yeah.
A lot of sitting.
A lot of sitting, a lot of staring, a lot of, all right, what are we doing? And then you can't be an asshole and get on your iPad because then other people come. There's 9 million of us.
You guys are a lot.
Right. It's not like I'm there by myself.
A lot of quote support.
A lot of support. Well, there was a doctor from Pakistan that said it warmed his heart because he hadn't seen this many people around since, I guess, when he lived in Pakistan. It was a little heartwarming thing. Anyway,
I guess.
update. Well, it's a compliment from him. I don't think the nurses are amused. No. And I don't blame them. Would you want to go in there when there's 13 people going, we're out of toilet paper? I mean, no. I'm sure you'd rather go in an empty room and whatever.
Can you dump the trash?
Update! This is so crazy. This is why I think, though, criminals continue to be criminals. Fraudster. Here we go with fraudster again. Billy McFarland. Which, by the way, is my mom's,
Maiden name.
well, no. It's her mother's name.
Family name.
It's a family name. If you're a McFarland, probably related to you. Fraudster, Billy McFarland, is more than $30 million in debt, but still plans on his Fyre festival, too.
Whoa.
And there's a picture of him getting in a cab. Now, he did go to prison for 4 years, but he still hasn't paid any of this back.
Right.
That's like when they say, OJ never paid those people. No. Trump's been indicted on all kinds of things. He won't pay it.
No.
Like if you don't really enforce the things, I don't think people give a shit. No. People that are prone to be convicted fraudsters. He's revealed that he's drowning in more than $30 million of debt, but he thinks the second attempt at his disastrous Fyre festival will be the only thing that will save him. He already owes $26 million in restitution to those that were scammed. And then he found out in prison he also owes the IRS nearly $7 million in back taxes.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he's trying to tell people if you want it back, you got to let me do this.
Right.
Now, if you buy a ticket to Fyre Festival 2,
You're a moron.
well, you're a full-fledged, stamped, and approved moron, and you deserve whatever's going to happen to you whenever you go to this location.
Right.
I hope he takes you to that one island where there's still that tribe that's never seen people, and there's been 2 missionaries that decided, I'm gonna switch the turn on this one, and then they got on the island and they were immediately savagely killed and eaten. And you know what? I hope that's where he has the second one, where you drop off in parachutes and then you're immediately eaten by a cannibalistic tribe that is rightly so frightened of you. This is the only way he's got the chance. He has no location. Nope, and he has no artist.
Oh, wow.
And people are actively buying tickets.
Stop it.
Yep. Well, America, or who's ever buying these? Canadians? America?
Canadians are not buying these.
The Canadians, no, I think it's a little too, everything. I think the Canadians are smarter, and I think they would do something a little brighter with their money.
Not when the Stanley Cup's coming up.
Right. You could get Stanley Cup tickets if it's playing a team that nobody cares about. Update! The volcano is erupting again.
No.
Yes.
No.
Iceland. I have Google alerts. Wow. I'm fascinated. I went to the Big Island just to see the volcano wasn't active, which was great. Well, it's always kind of active, but you can go there on the Big Island of Hawaii. The volcano up there, Mauna Kea. Anakia. I don't know I don't remember what it's called. But there's a bar on the ring. It might be Mauna Loa. The crater bar. And you can sit up there and watch a volcano boil. And then the servers and everybody act like everything's fine. And I'm like, at some point, is this dangerous? Like, should I not be drunk up here? Should I keep my shit together?
Kilauea.
Oh, Kilauea.
Or Mauna Loa.
Or Mauna Loa. Mauna Kea is a golf course.
Or Mauna Kea. Wow, there's 3.
Or Mauna Kea.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have a sweatshirt that says Mauna Kea on it. I thought it was from a golf course.
Kilauea is the active one.
Kilauea is the active one? Okay, well, that's the one I had drinks at, I think.
According to bestbars.com.
Bestbars.com, the Crater Bar. I loved it. Even if you don't get a seat by the window, they have a balcony thing, and you can go out there with your beers, and it's wonderful.
It's cool.
Yeah, it was like being in the Canadian bar, the Rosencrown on top. You're just looking at the town. Yeah, except you're looking at a volcano, and it's boiling. Right. A state of emergency has been declared in Iceland after a volcano erupted for the 4th time, spewing bright orange lava meters into the air. The dramatic event marks the 4th alarming volcanic eruption in 3 months along the Reykjavik Peninsula nearby the abandoned town of Grindavik. I still don't know where those people went.
No.
And no one's reported on that. I feel terrible for them. It's been months. Right. You got to abandon your everything? Like, that's just, maybe these people have plans for that.
Yeah.
I do trust the Nordic nations to have things planned out a little bit better than get the fuck out. And then, what? Where are we supposed to go? Yeah, an eruption began in Reykjanes. It's the same one where the fissures keep blowing and stuff. Authorities warned for weeks of imminent eruption. Iceland's Civil Protection Agency said prior to the last explosion. Since October 24th, scientists have said monitoring a rise in seismic activity. There's all these earthquakes, and then it goes crazy. But there's another town now that they're going to have to probably evacuate. Oh, no. I know. Oh. It's crazy. Where do these people go? There were 3,800 of them. Oh, God. That's a lot. It's a lot. So, anyway, that's the latest. It's doing it again. And then what? If it turns the other way? The Blue Lagoon had to be the one, the famous Blue Lagoon. That had to be evacuated, like everybody out. Update! Oh, this makes me so happy. So, for those of you who don't know anything about cryptocurrency, allow me to be the queen of simplicity. Mm-hmm. It's just a form of money, except it's digital. Now, there's all kinds of coins you can buy. Bitcoin is one. Ethereum. I have Ethereum.
Dogecoin.
Doggy coin, as we used to talk about on here. Boy, that's like worth 0, 0, 0. It was just made up. Yeah. Well, they're all kind of made up, I guess. Litecoin, don't love it. But anyway, I won't go too deep into that. But Bitcoin was like the big one. It's the major one. And you can buy these on exchanges. Like there's an app. I use Coinbase. Yep. I'm not saying that you should. I'm just saying that's the one I chose because I did a lot of research before I get, because some of those exchanges are fake. And that Canadian man ran away with all the money of the people that sent them. So you need to make sure.
And then, quote, died.
So nobody knows who invented Bitcoin. Right. Satoshi Nakamoto is the man. I love Japanese names because they just sound so intense. But Hideki Matsuyama. I love it. Hideki Matsuyama, for those of you who do not know, is a golfer, and he does not speak English, or at least he is one of my favorites, because he says he doesn't speak English. He's been here for like 40 years, right? And he has this old white guy that you would never see coming as his interpreter. I'm like, whoa! When that old skinny white guy, he's very old, starts just shooting Japanese out. I'm like, wow! And Hideki just smiles and laughs. And I said, I'll bet you he speaks fine English. I would do that too if I was Hideki, because guess what I never have to do? Press conferences. I don't have to do anything. I mean, he did when he won the Masters, because you have to talk. Yeah. And then Jim Nantz is like, oh, so Hideki, blah, 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 blah. And Hideki just sat there. And I bet he's thinking, you dumbass. My English is great at home. Yeah. I hope he speaks English just so he can know that he has the pleasure. Anyway.
Of ignoring Jim Nantz.
Totally ignoring Jim Nantz. And Grandpa over here spit out some Japanese. And then I don't even know if the guy, sometimes I'm like, is that really what Hideki said? Or are you just making that up? Yeah. So anyway, Satoshi Nakamoto supposedly is the man who invented Bitcoin, a Japanese man, blah, blah, blah. So there's this other man that's been saying he did. His name's Craig Wright, and he's Australian. And I haven't gone into this because it was too complex, but it's simple now. A judge has ruled he is not Satoshi. And the only reason this got brought up is because Craig Wright keeps suing people who are doing other developments on Bitcoin and all this stuff with Bitcoin. And he's personally suing them. And they're like, fuck you. We don't even know that you're that guy.
Prove it.
Craig Wright is a fraud. That is not just my opinion, but that of Mr. Justice Mellor of the UK High Court, who ruled that the self-declared inventor of Bitcoin is not as he claims. Over the past 5 years, Wright, an Australian national, has wasted hundreds of hours of court time and millions of dollars suing another number of people who challenge his assertions. The judge said in no uncertain terms that the evidence is overwhelming that he has been lying for years.
Oh.
He's an Australian guy. If I didn't already say that. His strategy was definitely a perversion of the court of justice and fraud on the legal system. So all these lawsuits, this is all very complicated and not interesting to people who don't give. It's not even interesting to me, and I have Bitcoin.
Put it in the notes.
I'll put it in the notes. So this one guy he was suing said, it hasn't always been easy, but I'm very happy that I stood my ground. Instead of breaking me, they ended up handing me a chance to prove myself a better person. I'm a stronger person now than I was 5 years ago. He just completely made it up. But I guess you could, if you can say you're Satoshi, but I want to know who the real Satoshi is. And he's got like billion Bitcoins that are worth like a zillion dollars. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. That's it. I don't think we're ever going to know who Satoshi is, but that's also fine. I like a mystery. Yeah. It'd be cool to know, especially because he's sitting there with all that Bitcoin. It's a little scary what he could do with it if he really wanted to. Moving on. Did I even finish my Queen news? That was it. I just had Dolly and her cast iron.
Dolly's pots.
Yeah. We're moving on to holy shit, they found it. Wait, you guys have to go online. You can go to the show notes here, the show notes, or you can just go look it up yourself. Okay. A gold ring with the mark of Christ, it's actually a picture of Christ, lost 500 years ago, was recently found in excellent condition. And it's a gold ring. Cool. It is so obvious what it is. It's in such perfect condition, like I would wear it tomorrow. The discovery of a remarkable artifact from centuries ago among tens of thousands of medieval objects found in Sweden has thrilled archaeologists. I wonder what their idea of a party is. My God, look at this. Somebody get us half a beer each. We're very busy. Nearly 30,000 objects were discovered during the 2-year excavation of medieval Kalmar, according to archaeologists, blah, blah, blah. The gold ring was one of its unique finds and is almost brand new condition. It looks brand new, and it looks just like the pictures of Jesus.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. It dates back to the beginning of the 15th century, according to the agency. Because of its size, it's possible that a woman wore the ring. It looks like a woman's ring. It does not look like a dude's ring. Other rings like it have been discovered in northern Finland, Östergötland, and Uppland. Some lady probably lost the ring 500 years ago. Yeah, this would be a shitty one to lose. They've also unearthed the remnants of nearly 50 medieval plots, 10 streets, and segments of the ancient city wall in Gamla stan.
Cool.
Remains of hundreds of buildings, cellars, streets, latrines, and everyday objects from centuries ago, approximately the year 1250 to 1650, has seen the light of day following the Kalmar War in 1611.
Whoa!
There you go. Go check that out. Cool. It's awesome looking. Another, holy shit, they found it. I'm not sure I would have returned this.
Okay.
It would have been heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'd have just kept one.
Oh.
That's where the more, where's your morals?
Exactly.
But is it bad luck to keep it?
Yes.
I don't know. A family found centuries-old Japanese art stolen during World War II in their attic. But you don't know it was stolen. What if it was a trade?
True. Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been a fair trade.
No.
Because that person, well, it depends on when.
Right.
The Japanese were winning the war at some point. Tucked away in the attic of Massachusetts. The Massachusetts home was not one, not two, but 22 pieces of stolen Japanese antiques, including a hand-drawn map, ceramics, and portraits of Okinawa kings, some dating as back as far as the 1700s. The items were found last year inside the residence of a World War II veteran whose children were sorting through his belongings after he passed away. The family later alerted the authorities. I wouldn't have known to do that.
No. Me neither.
The one painting, though, I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. God damn. I would have hated. It's so colorful. I would have hated to. They returned 6 portraits, a hand-drawn map of Okinawa, and several ceramic pieces. Most of the pieces date back to the 18th and 19th century. I'd have given the bowl back. I'm not interested in the bowl.
No. Why not?
I don't know. What am I going to do with it? Just look at the painting you hang on the wall. It'll make you happy. There's a lot of colors in it.
Okay.
Japan plans to hold formal repatriation ceremony for the artifacts on Friday. It's very meaningful that the FBI, along with others in the U.S. government, have started cooperated to realize this return. Well, how about the family who gave it all up?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's enough pieces that every kid in my family, take what you want, everybody gets one. Who wants the bowl? I don't want the bowl. In 1945, during the Battle of Okinawa in World War II, a trove of documents and treasures from the Raiku something kingdom were taken. Well, that's where they got them. It's not Raiku. I know I said that wrong, but somebody in Japan who's not listening to this podcast can correct me. That's your holy shit. They found it.
That's awesome.
News. We're moving on to news. What are we watching? Oh my God. The HGTV has a show about the Lake of the Ozarks. Yes, and the realtor they're focusing on is Peggy Albers, and she's a friend of our family.
No.
Yes, her older brother was my boss at a restaurant for 3 summers. We had the most fun ever. His name is Jimmy Albers. We had so much fun. And her dad, so if you watch, it's called Lakefront Empire, and it's all about all the houses in the Ozarks and stuff. I think they could have produced it a little bit better as far as explaining to people where you're really at. Like, even watching it, I'm like, where is this house? Like, and I know the lake backwards and forwards, and I'm like, now what? Where is this by land? Like, I don't know. Her dad, his name is Jim Albers, and he's still alive, and he's a friend of my dad's, so they're like the same age. And not too long ago, I don't know, a couple years ago, I was thinking about buying a different lot and just building a house because the houses that are for sale are too big and I don't want all that. And I get in the car with the 2 of them, and I'm in the back seat, and they're both 80 at the time. And Jim's still smoking cigs, no problem.
Nice. Stick with it.
You know, I used to smoke a shit ton. I just wonder if he's going to smoke in the car. Like, and it's fine if he does. One more, breathing in one more cig ain't going to kill me now or never. But he's like, Jack, do you know where we're going? And my dad's like, no. Kathleen, do you know where we're going? I go, yeah, I got it here on GPS. We don't use that. What? What do you mean we don't use that? No, we're just going to go down. There's a road, KK. We're going to go down KK. We're going to make a couple lefts. Okay, well, we don't have a map. They wanted to stop and buy a map. I go, God, no.
Oh, my God.
No. But he's so funny, Jim. One time he came into my brother's bank office, and he was smoking a cig.
Yep.
And Patrick's like, Jim, you can't smoke in here. And he goes, why not? Pat goes, well, it's a bank.
Right. Any questions?
So Jim, just like an old guy would do, my brother had made a special trip to Sonic to get their fountain soda because that's his favorite. He had like 2 drinks out of it. Jim took the lid off Pat's soda and just put his... Because I called my brother, what are you doing? He goes, just sitting here real sad because I got a brand new fountain soda and Jim Albers just put his thing out in it.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, if you want to see what the Lake of the Ozarks looks like, it's called Lakefront Empire. It's on Mondays, I think. There's only been 1 episode. I don't think the producers did a great job explaining what's really happening, but the show is fun to watch.
Cool.
So
That's fun.
I also started on What Are We Watching? Apples Never Fall with Annette Bening. Oh. And it's so good.
Awesome.
And Sam Neill plays her husband.
Cool.
Yeah, she disappears. I'm not giving away any secrets here. That's in the breakdown. and it's what happens to Annette Bening. But she's great. He's great. I love it. Now, if it ends up being some bullshit ending where I'm going to go, I just got tricked, I'm going to be mad. But so far, no trickery.
Great.
It's been nothing but good. So that is on Peacock, if you're looking for that. Apples don't fall. It's called Annette Bening. And other than that, I can't find anything to binge watch. Nothing.
Ask the termites.
Termites, go to the team email. I read most of them. Send me something. Let's hear it. Restaurant news.
Oh.
New Chick-fil-A won't have cashiers, drive-through, or dining room.
What? Yeah.
Well, I've seen something like this. In, of all places, the Raleigh airport.
What?
Yes. It was the most futuristic, like Hong Kong, Singapore thing. It's a wall. There's just a wall.
Yep.
And then there's all these pictures of food. And you order something and pay, and then it flies out in a slot. I don't know who made it. I never saw a person.
People who hate people.
There's people. So it can be done. They have people making it somewhere, but you're never going to speak to them or see them.
Great.
Chick-fil-A is opening a location that does not have a dining room, drive-through, or cashiers. At this new location opening in Manhattan next week will be for mobile pickups only. Now, there is a Starbucks somewhere. I believe it was in the Carolinas. It might have been in Raleigh as well, or Charlotte.
Yeah, it was Raleigh.
Was it Raleigh?
Yeah, you told me about
It's all mobile orders,
Yep.
and your stuff is just set out. Right? I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It's Chick-fil-A's first location, only uses mobile ordering. It's one of the two concepts that fast food chicken chain is trying. Chick-fil-A is also trying a drive-through only concept in Atlanta.
That's cool.
I don't know. When you see the lines down in the South at Chick-fil-A, and that's with the dining room being full. Now we're going to put all those people in the drive-through too? Then you're going to need like 3 more lanes. Right. And I've never seen a drive-through as efficient as Chick-fil-A's because they got a person out there doing this and that. But at the pickup-only location, customers will place orders on the app. The restaurant will use GPS tracking to have an order ready when a customer arrives.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
They said an active status board screen will be designated for delivery. Right.
People are going to freak out.
Yeah, they're going to try a couple of them in Atlanta, too. I don't know.
Wow.
They have 3,000 locations in the United States and Canada.
Wow.
And speaking of fast food, everybody's mad at Wendy's. Yep. What?
Fake bacon.
No, they have surge pricing.
What?
Dynamic pricing.
Stop it.
Now, I have that at my shows, but that's not up to me.
No.
Where some seats,
Right.
we've talked about all this. I won't go into it. But, yeah, so your cheeseburger could cost more at dinner time. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
You can't do that in fast food.
No.
I agree with the people that are like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, Wendy's is saying it's widely used in many sectors, including food and retail and businesses that use, because retail or a concert, there's only a certain amount of tickets.
Right.
You guys you should have an unending amount of cheeseburgers.
Right.
That's just ridiculous. They said, the practice has become a standard as it is for other businesses, including ride-sharing apps. And no, there's only so many Ubers. So if everybody wants to leave the concert, the Ubers are going to charge more. It sucks, but that's the reality. Do you want the Uber or not? This is bullshit. I say this like I go to Wendy's once a week. I know. I'm mad. I haven't been to Wendy's. I go there with my parents. No, they like the McDonald's $1 ice cream thing. And my dad likes their chili. And Wendy's chili is good. I'm with him on that.
Really?
It's very good. Not as good as Steak and Shakes, but it's good.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know.
They're saying it's used by retail. That's their excuse. How does it work? A pulled pork sandwich from San Diego's Cali Barbecue, for example, costs $18 on a Saturday night, compared to $12 on a weekday afternoon. But don't expect owner Sean so-and-so to apologize for the squeeze them when they're hungry technique. It reportedly added $1,500 to his 4 restaurant chain's monthly income of $30,000 for food deliveries. Well, I don't know. I don't like it. I get why they're doing it, to make money. But you know what people are going to do? They're going to go to Big Lug. Have it your way.
You hate it.
Oh, I do hate it. I absolutely hate it. One more fast food thing since we're on the thing. KFC is rolling out Cheetah.
I can't imagine.
to American menus. I went to KFC during COVID because I was tasting fast food when they came out with new products. It was something to do during COVID. And then I make a video and put it on YouTube. Monday that mashes. It's mashing two popular dishes: pizza and fried chicken. The so-called chizza will consist of 2 fried chicken fillets topped with zesty marinara sauce, melted mozzarella, and crispy pepperoni.
Gross.
Isn't that, what's the chicken, come on, with the red sauce and cheese?
Chicken parm.
Chicken parm. Isn't that?
It's chicken parm
With pepperoni. Yeah. They're going to give out free samples in New York City. If you run around, get down to 242 East 14th Street. You get taste it for free if you want. I don't think, no. I love their chicken, but let's just stop right
I
there.
just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah. They've been an international smash hit in the Philippines, Korea, Taiwan, India, Thailand, Germany, and Spain have offered it in the past. The Philippines was the first to have it in 2015. While participating in KFC in its America stuff, to sell it, customers have the option of a standalone chita or a combo that pairs it with fries and a medium drink.
Wow. If you just want more calories.
Its rollout will come just a couple weeks after Yum! Brand's CEO David Gibbs. That's so crazy. I'm the CEO. Oh, really? What? Yum! It has an exclamation behind it. Point behind it. They also have exciting new initiatives, including the Smashed Potato Bowls, the first innovation since 2019, and the rollout of its first loyalty rewards program in the first quarter. I had the Smash Up Bowl. I mean, it's like it's the same if you took all the shit that you bought at KFC and just put it in a bowl.
Yeah,
I don't. It's yes. It's not very. We have a couple sporting news. Sports. I love golf. I watch the players. I won't get into it for the non-golfers, but I was very glad to see Scotty Scheffler win, and I would have taken the other guy behind him, Wyndham Clark. It sucks that putt didn't go in, and I think that tournament was more proof. We do not need the people that went to live.
Nope.
It was a wonderful Sunday of golf, and I don't even. Do you miss Patrick Reed? No, I don't. No. Do you miss Bryson DeChambeau and his 35 minutes to hit a shot? No, I don't. Settled then. Stop meeting with the Saudis. Stop meeting with the Saudis. We don't need your money. Everything's fine. Walk away. Well, the Saudis have already, they're going for it. Now they're buying tennis.
What?
Yeah, much to my friend Lorene, the director of Bothering Jesus, my friend Lorene, and friends for 30 years. She loves tennis. And she sent me the article, and she said, well, ATP signs multi-year strategic partnership with Saudi Arabia's PIF. They call it the Public Investment Fund because they don't want to call it the Dexter money that we use. No. Right. They've signed a multi-year strategic. But here's the thing. Like Rafael Nadal, the tennis player, he was appointed the Saudi spokesperson, something for the thing like 2 years ago, right? I didn't even know that. But I'm sure the golf guys that did go to live, they made a choice. Do what you do. That's fine. Right. But I'm sure everyone has judged them harshly, and they've gotten a lot of shit for it. Meanwhile, Nadal's over there, having cocktails with him, running around Europe, and I'm sure they're like, how come you don't get in any trouble? Right. And we get all the bullshit. Tennis. But I mean, soccer's all in over there too. I don't know. I don't know. The governing body of tennis said Wednesday in a move highlighting the growing influence of the golf nation on the global sport. The PFI will now become the official naming partner of the men's rankings, as well as a partner in ATP tournaments here in Indian Wells, Miami, Madrid, Beijing, and the season-ending ATP finals in Turin. So, yeah, they've invested heavily in various sports like soccer, Formula One, boxing, and golf in the last few years. The oil-rich kingdom uses it. People are accusing PIF of sports washing its human rights record.
Yes,
yeah,
that's exactly what
yeah. I think it's exactly what's happening. Yeah. Sure, he's a nice guy on the golf course, but he wasn't very nice to the American journalists when they dextered him and threw him in a plastic bag. No. Who ordered that? I think we all know. Mm-hmm. But now tennis too. Wow. So there you go. But tennis, I don't know. There are individuals playing like golfers. I don't know why golf's catching so much shit for it and tennis isn't.
I don't know.
Maybe because tennis is more global.
Than golf?
It's way more global.
I didn't ever watch tennis.
You didn't never ever watch tennis.
No, we were into hockey.
Canada. You couldn't take a night off from hockey?
I couldn't.
I like tennis. I don't know. I lost interest
There's probably many
when it became so Eastern Euro dominated, really. I kind of faded out. Too many ladies with the last name Ova, and I couldn't keep them straight. And I don't know. I still like it, though. I still watch Wimbledon. I'm not devoted like my friend Lorene. I'm more of a golf devotee or football or something. But also, speaking of soccer, very exciting. Kansas City, very proud of my state, built a whole stadium just for women's soccer. And it was completely sold out. Patrick Mahomes was there. His wife was there. Everybody was at the shindig.
Owns the team.
Yeah, she owns a lot of the team.
Yeah.
So does he. They, whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I see them and I'm like, wow, they seem like they're 12.
That's what happens when you're God.
Yeah, you know, not a lot of cares in the world.
No.
Good for you. That's, yeah. The bar is forever raised with opening of the CP. It looks like it is CP Casey. Oh, that's a little close to California Pizza Kitchen.
You just sounded like your dad. Where are your children?
Yeah. Who's raising your children? They have a stadium just built for them. It's for the new women's soccer league, not one already occupied, so we don't have to go play in the men's stadium. We get our own, or to be shared with the university. Yeah, we're not doing that. It's 10,000 seats.
Wow.
It has everything they would have for a man's. Luxury boxes, high-end concession stands. You can't unsee what we've done. Once you see it, it changes other people's vision and other people's expectation of what is right. Boom. That's a co-owner, Angie Bangie, somebody who owns it. Not too many people are asking us now why women need their own stadium because they see it and they get it. It was packed.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see.
They're sold out, I think.
They probably sold out. Yeah. Well, look at all the children running around on soccer fields all summer long. You got to let them go see something that they. It was a good game too. I think they won 5-4.
Against Portland, who Christine St. Clair pays for.
Oh, Christine St. Clair, the world greatest Canadian female soccer player. She plays for the Portland people now.
Yeah.
Oh, good for her. Isn't she like 50? I'm serious. She's been playing forever. Google how old Christine
We
St.
don't have a lot of soccer.
I know you don't have a lot, so when you get a good one, you got to keep them. You keep them healthy till they're 65. They can retire at 65.
God, I can't believe you said that. It's terrible.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
These are Gretzky. She born in 1983.
How old does that make her?
God, you do the math.
41.
50.
Is that 41?
Shit.
Does that make her 41?
40.
No, it's 2024.
I know.
Don't say my math was wrong. It was an easy math thing, and I got it right. This is why I was discouraged as a child. People like you said it was wrong. I'm like, fuck, I thought I got it right.
50. She's wonderful.
40. She is wonderful. I know that. But I mean, you know,
Gold medal for Canada.
she did win a gold medal for Canada. And I mean, what more can you ask for that? You can't ask for more.
Upset.
And the Olympics are this summer. I'm so excited, which is a thing. This is a question for you, termites. Would you do this? I don't think I would. Maybe for the gymnastics.
Okay.
AMC, the movie theaters, clinches a deal with NBC to show live Olympics coverage in theaters.
Oh, why?
Well,
Wouldn't you rather be home with your own popcorn?
I would rather be home, I think, but I don't know. The gymnastics, maybe.
Okay.
I can't believe in gymnastics to this day, even in the Olympics, that if I'm on the beam and somebody's on the floor,
Yep.
I can hear that person's music.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I would, look, you need to turn that shit off for 2.5 minutes. I could become a paraplegic if I fall off this thing the wrong goddamn way. I don't need your racket. I just think it's rude to the beam people. The floor people should have their own, and they're the most popular. It's the most popular thing, the floor routine. That gets to be in prime time. And the other people, hey, man, we'll just hold off on your shit for an hour, okay? Thanks. I don't want to break my neck because I'm hearing Britney Spears.
Already.
Whatever.
Good idea.
They're going to show daytime coverage of the Paris Olympics this summer at 160 of the company's U.S. theaters. I don't know about this.
I think that's dumb.
CEO Adam Aaron wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter. Can we just stop that and call it Twitter? AMC has reached an agreement to show some of their daytime live coverage, the Olympics. Their stock is down, so this is an idea. Well, you should get on it with Tay Tay and get some more ideas from Tay Tay. She's the only thing that made you money. They're called Zoom rooms.
Oh, God.
Here's where it's going to be available. Atlanta, Chicago, Denver, Kansas City, Los Angeles, New York City, San Jose, Seattle, Tacoma. I don't know. I don't think I'd go.
No.
I mean, I do love, I don't know. I love gymnastics. Some of the diving. I don't know. Speaking of last thing in sports.
Not javelin?
The javelin? No, I know. I only cared when Bruce Jenner did it, when he was Bruce, because that was one of his things to be the world's greatest athlete.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I'm really into the javelin, which I'd never even really thought of in my entire goddamn life. I'm like,
It's unnatural.
okay, here's where you're never going to see me in this lifetime. Mount Everest.
Right. I bet a lot of money on that.
Well, no. Yeah, I have zero interest in any of it. I'm fascinated by it, though. And I certainly won't go because I have Raynaud's syndrome. And breaking news, I'm not going to go into it because probably no other termites have Raynaud's syndrome. But if you do, your hands, like the tips of your fingers and your feet, go numb quickly in cold weather. It's a thing. Yeah. And it takes forever to undo it. Once it sets in, like if I'm out there for too long without the proper stuff. But they found the 2 genes that cause it last week. And then maybe they can find the cure. Yeah. It's really fine. It never bothers. The only time it bothers me is when I'm in super cold weather and I didn't put on my clothes right. It's my fault. I mean, anyway, everything about the whole Mount Everest thing. I don't understand it. I'm fascinated to watch it though. Well, now this is how dangerous it's become. Okay. Now it's a requirement. You have to wear a tracking device to cut down time on search and rescue missions.
What?
Yeah. They're just figuring there's a really good chance you're going to fall and die.
Yeah.
And we don't want these Sherpas who are making shit money comparatively for what they're doing to have to go find your corpse.
Wow.
Yeah. That's fun, right?
Totally.
God.
Sign you up.
Can you imagine going for some fun sport? Well, there's still like bodies all over Mount Everest that they can't reach or they can't find. There's no other sport in America or in the world where you would go to the playing field and they'd be like, look, there's like 100 dead bodies out there. Just play around them. What? That's crazy. What do you mean they're dead? How they die? Well, yeah.
That's funny.
They want to decrease the casualties on Mount Everest. And I think they mean by the Sherpas that are having to go find these people when they say, oh, Bob fell down a hill somewhere and then they got to trudge their ass up there.
Wow.
The last season was one of the most deadly in recent memory. A total of 19 people were reported dead or missing. 19.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just know that if you're going and you're going to do it and pay your $50,000 or whatever it costs now. I don't even know what it costs. See what it costs out. Google how much does it cost? How much you got to pay to do climb Mount Everest? It used to be $50,000.
Anywhere from 30 to 160.
30 to 160,000. Well, it's 30 base camp.
Yep. And then it depends. Climbing permits, gear, oxygen.
Yeah, all
insurance.
that stuff.
Yeah.
It's cray-cray. It's cray-cray. This is a sign of the times. Okay. CNN. So I don't know for how many years this article will probably say it. The CNN building in Atlanta, and I actually know this because I have a friend who works there. They're not in, they're gone now. It's gone. The CNN sign's coming down. They're in satellite offices somewhere else. Yep.
Wow.
Well, you know, who's in charge of their programming? How about we have a different program other than Anderson Cooper for 18 hours a day? Still can't get that warning shit right. Nope. Who put Charles Barkley with Gail? Who did that?
Right.
Like, the network said on Monday that all Atlanta-based staff are now located at the Ted Turner Techwood campus a few miles north of CNN Center in Midtown. According to a spokesperson, the giant CNN sign was located outside of the building, has been removed from its location. It will undergo refurbishment, and then it will be installed at the Ted Turner campus at Techwood at a later date to be decided.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's going down. It's going downhill fast. because they don't have anyone that can figure out how to do news. They should go back to headline news. It's so disheartening when there's something news that breaks and it's nowhere on television because everything's pre-taped.
Right.
So then I have to go to Twitter and I have to trust that Elon Musk is telling me the truth.
Moving on.
For the better part of 2023, CNN has strategically moved its staff out of the giant complex. All Atlanta operations are now housed at the Techwood facility, which was prepared to accommodate many of CNN's functions, including multiple studios and control rooms. When Warner Media, now Warner Brothers, decided to announced its move to sell CNN Center, they don't want to pay the money anymore.
That's crazy.
Too expensive. You know who should go swipe that up right now? Weather Channel. Where's Byron Allen? Byron Allen! Get over there.
Get out of Dunwoody.
How much would you have paid to buy the booth that Tony Soprano sat in the scene where he died?
I'll pass on that.
You're going to pass?
Yeah, I like the show, but
I would have paid nothing.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank
No.
you for supporting me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, somebody paid $82,000 for it.
What?
Yep. Halston's, the ice cream parlor that served as the location for Tony Soprano's last meal, put the piece of memorabilia up for auction last Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, at least this thing, unlike the other things we talk about on this show, is something you could use.
Yeah.
You could sit in it, put it in your kitchen. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
A fan shelled out over $82,000. The owner of it was up for auction. The 88-year-old shop is being remodeled. After 4 days, it's on eBay.
What? What?
They didn't even go to like an auction house. They just threw it up on eBay. Wow. The bidding war was closed at $82,600. The winner doesn't just get the table and the seats. For the hefty price, they also received the divider wall, which features a plaque that reads, "This booth reserved for the Soprano family." The tabletop jukebox used, it's not included. That's where they played the song. Ah, come on.
Yeah. That's where eBay print gets involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As my dad would say, yeah. Moving on. This is great. Ashwath, an 8-year-old prodigy named Ashwath Kushik, makes history after beating a chess grandmaster.
Whoa.
He's 8.
What?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Look out, there's another chess prodigy on the scene. At 8 years, 6 months, and 11 days, Ashwath Kushik made history on Sunday by becoming the youngest player to ever beat a grand chess master in a classical tournament game. The youngster, who lives in Singapore, achieved the feat after beating Poland's Jakub Stopa, who's 37 years old, in round 4 of the Bergdorfer Stadthaus Open in Switzerland. Can you imagine if you're 37 and some 8-year-old walks in that I could smack from here to kingdom come, and this little brainiac's going to embarrass me on an international stage, a global stage?
Wow. That's crazy.
This is why I like chess. It brings out the crazy smart ones, and I don't know why they're attracted to it, but they seem to find it. The previous record was just set last month, when 8-year-old Leonid Ivanik, who became the first player under the age of 9 to beat a grandmaster, but Ashwath was 5 months younger than the Serbian, so he's now the youngest. It felt really exciting and amazing. I felt proud of how I played my game and how I played, especially since I was worse at one point, but managed to come back from that. That was his quote.
Wow.
Yeah, he's so cute. There's a picture of him.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. He was born in India in 2015. He's already made a name for himself after winning a number of youth tournaments around the world, notably becoming the world under 8 rapid champion.
Cool.
Oh, the rapid chess too.
That's one where they smack.
This is great too. His dad said neither he or his wife have a history of playing chess. It was a surprise to see his son, who he says practices around 7 hours a day.
Oh my God. Wow.
At 8, you couldn't get me to do something for 7 minutes a day. Not with my attention span. No. Well, I did like shooting free throws. So there you go. We have a new champion. Anybody got a kid under 8 that you want to do it?
Right.
How much money do you have to buy the world's most expensive house for sale in the United States of America right now? Do you have $295 million?
No.
Well, there's a beachfront compound that was built by a financier for his family of 13 children and 84 grandchildren when he bought the plot for $1 million in 1985.
Oh my God.
I thought it was going to be in the Hamptons. No.
No?
No. It is not in the Hamptonians.
Oh.
The Donahue family, that's who they enjoyed decades of gathering and celebration at the Naples. It's in Naples.
Oh my God.
The property boasts 3 houses, a private yacht basin. Well, of course, darling, who doesn't have a yacht basin?
Exactly.
And represents the highest price listing in the United States. It could set the record for the most expensive residential sale in the country if it achieves its asking price. But realtors say it's likely buyers are so rich they could end up tearing it down.
What?
The mansions and rebuilding them.
Wow.
There's a picture of it. It's a whole compound.
Right.
I mean, you get all these houses, you get all this stuff. But, you know, it's Naples. You're going to get whacked by hurricanes.
Yeah.
Do you want that?
No.
You'd be safer at the Hamptons, but you wouldn't get the weather. This Donahue guy spotted an uninhabited piece of land along the Gulf of Mexico while flying over Naples, Florida. He purchased 4.3 acres for $1 million in '85, which included a fishing cottage surrounded by mangroves. Over the following decade, they expanded their holdings to roughly 60 acres, constructing a beachfront retreat for their large family of 13 children and 84 grandchildren. It's the family is now listing the crown jewel for $295 million.
Wow.
The main residence, 11,000 square feet. Now, I've seen and heard on those rich shows of a lot bigger. That's not...
Really?
25,000. Yeah. I mean, 11 is, for this money, is not... This is why some Jack Straw is going to go down there and go, too small.
Right.
And that's the biggest one on the property.
Wow. That's crazy.
You also get a portion of Keewaydin Island, where the family constructed a 16,000 square foot house around 2005 for additional accommodations. Devout Catholics, the Donahues emphasized family, faith, their business, federated investors. That was his thing, which he co-founded in 1985.
Okay.
The whole family's decided to sell it. Probably too much family fighting. That's a lot of people to ask to get along. 13 kids and 84 grandkids. And you know, I mean, in any family, trust me, mine is big. There's always going to be a couple cousins where you're like, yeah, we can't ask. We can't. No, please tell me nobody told cousin Carl. Like, or whatever.
No.
I mean, I made that name up. I don't have a cousin Carl, but yeah. So if you want to buy it, there you go. Go to NaplesRealty.com. Just put in Donahue compound. See what comes back.
Oh my God.
Okay, the worst airports revealed in the United States. And I have a bone to pick with this article.
Okay.
Yeah. So they went and reviewed each and if you don't like, or if you're ever going to travel, I won't go too far into this because I know nobody travels. Normal people don't fly around like I. No. They don't give Atlanta Hartsfield very good marks, and I give Atlanta
Oh my God.
wonderful marks.
Yeah.
The Atlanta airport, well, they said it got dinged for having insufficient and inefficient immigration and security staffing levels. Okay, I don't know about that. I don't go through the immigration thing. They were unimpressed with its shower facilities. Who the fuck's taking a shower at the airport? What are you talking about?
People who fly
Baggage
international.
delivery times? It's okay in Atlanta. It's not great.
No.
It's not shitty.
You have to drive 4 miles to the plane. I mean,
Right.
you know.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It could be faster. They don't like seating. Oh, the seating near the check-in, so it's fine. It flows. And quiet relaxation areas. What?
What? They have a little hourly hotel. You can get a nap in a...
Oh, what do you? We're not connect. Usually, I'm connecting through Atlanta. I'm not connecting, going, well, you know, I'll have a 2-hour nap there in a cocoon.
Right.
No, we're moving. Let's go. It did receive praise for its excellent range of fast food options. Totally.
Yes.
And a lot of good Southern fattening ones that are super delicious, as well as motivated, engaging information staff at key points in the airport. I think it's great.
Yeah.
There's good restaurants, there's shitty restaurants, there's fast food, there's everything.
Yeah.
I never feel like it's overcrowded.
No.
The train works great. Speaking of trains not working great, let's talk about the Dallas airport, shall we?
Oh, God.
When I was a child at Six Flags, there was a roller coaster called the Mine Train. And it was all wooden. The whole roller coaster was wooden, which now in retrospect, I look at that and I'm like, I probably shouldn't have got on that. No, the mine train, that the whole thing just went.
Oh, God.
That's what I feel like when I'm on the train in the Dallas airport. The Dallas airport people that design that need to go to Atlanta and go, how did you build this fancy monorail that feels so nice when you're in it? It just zooms along.
Right.
Yeah, just like Vegas is. Boom, zoom, zoom. Not Dallas. Then you go down a hill. It's slow. Dallas airport needs some TLC. The restaurants, you'll get to your gate. The gates aren't close. And then there's like a Fridays. Oh, man. And I used to love Fridays way back in the day, but I don't know. It didn't score well with his food, beverage, and shopping. Yeah, no, every store is Texas.
Yes.
That's what they like.
Nobody wants
I know everybody wants a souvenir if you've never been to Texas, but we can have one of those. We don't need 18. No.
The Cowboy store.
A lot of cowboy stuff and all that. Yeah, I get it. That's your thing. That's your calling card. And I love, it's the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I love Fort Worth, and I have a blast in Dallas. I always have. But this airport, it's also too fucking far away.
Yes.
They tried to split the difference and go, we'll go halfway between, well, you're still not close to either.
No.
So it should have just, well, whatever. It got pats on its back for efficient terminal layouts, immigration process, and staff service.
Huh.
Terminal layouts? Are you guys high?
Right. Nothing's near anything.
The Denver airport.
Oh, God.
We won't even talk about the conspiracy theories about the Denver airport.
No.
If you'd like to have a bottle of, if you'd like to have a bottle of wine by yourself and go down a rabbit hole, go to YouTube and post Denver conspiracy theory. And there were some of them are gone now, but there was some weird Nazi stuff in there. I don't know what was going on out there. My complaint with the Denver airport, I don't like the new airports that are updated ones where we all go through one security deal. No. I understand it's supposed to be safer. The lines at the Denver airport, if you do not have pre-check or clear, I would guess probably a third of those people miss their flights.
Oh, yeah.
It is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I have everything you can have. Clear and pre-check and just arrive naked. Kathleen's allowed to just arrive naked. Like, there's no rules. Once you get to this level, I keep paying money and people are taking pictures of my eyeballs, my eardrums. I don't even care. Everything my father always told me not to give up. Right. Don't ever do that. In case I commit a crime, I guess. He thought that might be in my future. I've done the exact opposite. He doesn't know that, and I'm not going to tell him that. It'll cause him even more grief, but... yeah, I did. I fingerprinted all of it. I have to go for the interview to make sure I haven't committed any crimes since I saw him last time.
Are you a felon?
Now, once you do get to your area, I love the Denver airport.
Right.
There's a ton of food choices. They may still have it. For a long time, they had a smoking area. And when I smoked cigs, that was just like a throwback golden...
So did Atlanta.
So did Atlanta. Yeah, they had those tiny rooms, though, and you're like, oh, man, I don't even need a cig. You just walk in here. But I don't know if they still have all that. But the bars are great. The shopping is great. There's a lot of local Denver things in there. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. I bought weird things in there. It's just getting in to through the security deal because you have to immediately go to a train. We all got to spread out. You go here, Delta, boom, boom, boom. Well, and they do have a train that goes downtown. If you don't have a lot of luggage, it's fantastic. Right. I don't like where the Denver airport is at. It's too far away. I don't, and it's a 2-lane road in and out. And then every airport sign says Denver Airport, and you think, oh, we got it here, 28 more miles. Oh my God! And then the running joke with all comedians is, "Way to go, Denver, putting your airport in Kansas." Right. This is really great for the state of Kansas. It's not technically in Kansas.
The horse sounds.
The train has the horse. Yeah. Well, there's a stallion outside, and at night its eyes glow red, which I do find a little weird. I'm like, why are we making the pony demonic? I don't really get it.
Demonic.
It seems.
Yeah.
I don't know. They got pats on their back for their train to go downtown, and then they agree with me that you can't get through the security.
It's terrible.
Chicago O'Hare.
Oh, God.
I love beating up on Chicago O'Hare. And I love Chicago, but I'd way more drive. Any given day of the week, I will drive. O'Hare, reminds me of what I think an Eastern Bloc nation was like before the 70s. Say Poland circa 1965.
Right.
There's one hockey bar that's all hockey pucks. It's great. They have a wonderful cheeseburger. Other than that, no. A lot of their signs don't make sense. It's very far to walk. I was trying to explain. My dad went there to do some work thing. I was trying to explain it to him. I just gave up. And I go, just plan on walking a lot. Get there real early.
Real early.
Yeah. They say it's conveniently located to the rest of Chicago by trains, albeit the L has been plagued by crime, significant headways, trains, and filth as of late. Filth. Just generic filth.
Filth.
Nevertheless, it's the inconvenience of traveling in O'Hare between terminals, its relatively dated terminal interiors, and poor range of seating that caught Skytrack's attention. It's just terrible. It needs, there's like when you go through the security, on the right, there's a Mexican restaurant. Yeah, the people are nice that work there, but it's, and the food is just don't. Bring your own food. That's what I would say. Bring your own food.
Except for the Blackhawks bar. That's pretty
That's the hockey bar, the Blackhawks bar. Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Tom Papa got stuck there once for like 7 hours.
What?
Yeah. And he had to go home. We were doing the Chicago Comedy Festival, and he and I were the only ones. We had done our show, so we got to leave on Saturday. And it was his kid's birthday. I will never forget this. And that's the other problem with O'Hare. When storms come in, forget it. No one's going anywhere forever and ever and ever. This does not happen like that in Minnesota or Detroit. If you can connect through anywhere, do not go to O'Hare. Well, we were in the car going to the airport. I'm like, I'm leaving like at 9. He's like, me too. Great. Let's get in the car together. And we saw the storm coming, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Look at that. And I love the storm, but I'm like,
I'm not going home.
we're not going home. Boom. But then they did the carrot thing all day. Oh, your flight's been delayed. They never canceled it.
Right.
And so we went to, there was a bar in the main deal. And I said to Tom, I can't drink for 7 hours straight.
No.
I know that.
Well, you could.
I could, but I need a little more excitement than what's going on. And you have to land before 3 o'clock, or you're going to be, if you're going to downtown Chicago, you better get there before 3.
Terrible.
The traffic is horrific. I mean, it's enough to make me car sick at some points. Like now Midway, if you want to fly into Midway, easy peasy on Southwest. And it's not nice,
But you're on Southwest.
but there you started on Southwest. Where do you think you're going?
You have very low expectations of your day.
Security and immigration standards are frequently slow and inefficient. I don't even know what that's all about. Kennedy Airport and slow Newark also got shitty. Kennedy's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why people complain about that, but you don't really go there unless you're flying out of the country.
It's far away, yeah.
It's very far away.
Yeah.
So that would be my recommendation. Skip O'Hare and Dallas if you can connect through anywhere else. I'll put it in my travel book.
What are your 3 favorite airports in the U.S.?
My 3 favorite airports. Well, I love Minnesota because of the Prince store.
Oh, it's great.
Minnesota, sometimes it's very hard to get to your next gate. You might have a lot of running going on. But aside from that, I like it.
Okay.
I like it a lot. The restaurants are good. Let me think. Denver, once you get in it, but it's getting in it. It's so maddening. It's so maddening.
Yeah, it's bad.
And they don't care. Those TSA people are over it. I would be too. Because every day to go to work, there's 8,000 people just bitching at you. I get it. Detroit Airport, I love. I love it. Yeah, wonderful. There's a Westin. I like any airport that has a hotel within the airport. The Westin, you go in it, you never go outside. And then it has its own TSA. Well, it closed during COVID. I don't know if it reopened since. But you go out of the Westin,
And there's a Longhorn.
and there's a Longhorn. I believe there's sushi.
Yeah.
I think a PF Chang's. I might have made that one up.
And then Kansas City.
And the new Kansas City thing is fantastic.
Fun. Yeah.
But you know what's funny about that? I thought this was very strangely progressive for Kansas City, Missouri. It's all brand new. There's an enormous bathroom that's genderless. There is nothing, and there's just a sign that says all genders. So you walk up. There's nothing funnier than seeing a farmer in overalls, and there's a shit ton of them in Kansas City because they're coming from everywhere: Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and then they just stare at the wall. They are like, "What the actual hell?" Then they look at me to see which way I'm going to go because you can go left or right. So I just chose right for no specific reason. So Mr. Overall Man immediately chose left. Well, what he didn't know is when we came around the corners, we were going to meet again in the middle.
Yeah. Wash your hands.
He looked at me like, shit, she's still here. And I'm like, dude, I'm just going along with the program here. I don't care. It doesn't, except men usually are a little sloppier and grosser, but they did have a lot of attendance in there. But it is weird in the bathroom to come out of a stall and see a dude come out of a stall. It's like, oh.
And everybody's looking at each other.
I mean, I really don't care. We all use the same bathroom on a plane.
Right.
But that gets gross sometimes because guys don't put down the seats. What are you at home, asshole? Put the seat down. Jesus Christ. And then, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I forget all the arguments about all that. I don't want to get into all that. I'm just saying, as a full-grown woman, it was weird to see a dude come out of a stall. And then my immediate thought was, oh, I know what went on in there. But then I thought, no, there's no urinals in here. So he had to go in there no matter what. And then I feel like we're just taking up more space.
I like it. It's fast.
Let the guys have their urinals over in the guys' bathroom. That's a speed thing. That's if every man now has to go in a urinal, now we need twice as many.
Ask the termites.
Termites? What do we vote on this? No, I like it because I like to see the look on the farmers' faces.
Very interesting.
I was trying to film the one guy. I couldn't get it right. And then I think it's illegal to film a bathroom.
I think so too.
Yeah. So I just gracefully bowed out of that idea. But
Where'd you get your hat?
where'd you get that John Deere hat when you bought your last tractor? Those are not fashion statements on those farmers in Kansas City. I sat in the Marriott bar in Kansas City last weekend, or whenever I left my mom and dad, I don't know. And there was a hauling/farmer convention, and they were all in the bar. And I haven't laughed that hard just by talking to them. And they were from all over, Georgia, Oklahoma. And the guy's like, it's a big convention. I go, oh my God, and it's all here at the airport, the Marriott? He goes, yeah. I go, how many of you guys? He's like, this year there's like 16. I thought he was going to say like, I don't know, 400. And it's so much like my brother-in-law, Matt, to see them get so excited. The guy's like, what'd you haul? Like, he was so excited to hear what the other guy hauled somewhere to somewhere, and they're talking about their equipment. I'm like, my brother-in-law, Matt, has missed his calling because these are his people. And
So funny.
they all, every single one of them had a hat on. Nobody's taking their hats off. Fuck that. Nope, don't care.
I like it.
We got a little feel-good story. And then
Cool.
I'm going to tell you about a cat that I want now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the thank yous for the road stuff, and then the Tay-Tay quote. This is just wonderful.
Wow.
A $1 billion donation makes New York medical school tuition free and transforms students' life.
Oh, great.
He listened to us, this lady did.
Nice.
Yes. I don't need to hear their story. Ruth Gottsman, a former professor at Albert Einstein College of Medicine and the widow of a Wall Street investor, announced Monday she's donating $1 billion to the school in the Bronx. The gift means that four-year students immediately go tuition-free while everyone else will benefit in the fall.
So great.
Yeah, that's what we need, more doctors. Let's keep going. Good job, medical school, giving it to the medical school. It's not just notable just for its size, possibly the largest to any U.S. medical school, according to such and such and such and such, but also because the school is located in one of the most impoverished parts of the city and the entire state of New York. So it's for the Bronx kids, the smart ones in the Bronx.
Cool.
Good for them. Very good. Now, if you've never seen this, if you're a cat person, I'd never seen this cat in my life. It's called a code.
A what?
Cod.
Cod?
K-O-D, K-O-D. It's the smallest field species of cats native to the Americas. It lives in Central America and southern Chile, as they would say on the news. Chile. As well as marginally in adjoining areas of Argentina. And since 2002, it's been listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List, and its population may be less than 10,000. Go look at this thing.
Okay.
It is the cutest. I'm shocked rich people haven't started hoarding these.
Really?
Yeah. Because,
How big are they?
it's so tiny.
Like baby cat tiny?
Smaller than baby cat.
Ah.
Yeah. Good. I've just never heard of it. Go look at it.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Put it in the show notes.
Put it in the show notes. All right. I am going to do my thank yous. Ow. God dang. So some Teresa, lady brought me some spotted cow, and one of the kids there, they'd never had it. And I'm like, I'm going to change your life right now. You have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to put this on ice, and then by the time I get backstage, it's going to be cold enough. I'm going to change your life.
We're
Thank
gonna
you,
drink it
Teresa.
together.
Yeah. Pat and Ann, I got the Solar Eclipse beer and some other stuff. Bucky's popcorn.
Cool.
Yeah. Jane and Ron from Ohio, some beer. It was wonderful. Thank you. Cans designed by local artists. Those were super
That's
funky.
really cool.
Lutis, I think I'm saying that right, and Jamon, Cincinnati Termites,
Yep.
got local Third Eye Groovy Baby Beer.
Nice.
Yeah, I got that.
Cool.
B, Ike, Hank, Amos, Jack, Bigfoot coffee mug. Very fun.
Fun.
And some My Haribo Bears. And then Beverly got me Bucky's t-shirt for Baby Cat. I have not tried to put that on her yet.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that's going to go over. She might. The others won't.
No.
Oh.
No. I want to film it if you put it on Kato.
The stuff from Indy, the young people, the children. Teresa, Emily, and Amanda gave me the Bloody Mary mix.
Nice.
Yeah. And the cat's got a lot of greenies. It's a haul. I'm not kidding. When I get home, I open the suitcase and they come and look. They know the bag. And they get all excited.
Which ones are?
Terry, Kathleen, and Eileen got me a Bucky's gift card. So boom. Yeah, I got a story about Bucky's for next week, too.
Yeah.
And scratch offs, yeah. Bud and Ivy, McClure's Fancy Bloody Mary mix. Delicious. It's being tried right now. I forgot about that. That's what I put in this before I put the vodka in. Then I got excited about the vodka. Amy, cat treats. Wonderful. Aaron, an electric lighter, which I thought was a flashlight, and I used the wrong end and almost burnt my shirt off. But I love it. I love it. I love it. Blaine and Kaylin, pale ale.
Nice.
Yeah, delicious. Ken, Sharon, Amber, St. Elmo's cocktail sauce. One of the bottles of that. It's so good. And then
We're gonna break into that.
I'm gonna break into that.
That's gonna be great.
I think Masters Sunday. I'm gonna wait for
nice.
Masters Sunday.
Great.
Holly, Laura, Taylor, and Erica, Nessie soup ladle.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, always fun. Yeah. So,
Very cool.
all right, we're gonna do a quote.
Hang on. People are asking about March Madness.
March Madness.
I know you don't have a team, but
Well, I said I don't have a team.
what are your
Who do you want me to root for?
Yeah.
I just have a lot of gambling things going on.
Your mom does the Catholics.
My mom just only picks Catholic schools. And you know what? She never wins, but she doesn't do bad.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's weird.
All right.
Because I thought that was a stupid strategy because the Catholic schools don't have as many people to begin with usually, so we're never as good, and da-da-da-da-da, so on and so forth. Let's do a quote by Tay-Tay, and then we'll do Dolly.
Okay.
Tay-Tay. Tay-Tay's over. Where is she now? Is she off? What's she doing?
She's with Travis. I don't know where they are. LA or something.
Los Angeles?
Yeah, they didn't call us.
This is from Elle magazine in 2019.
Cool.
Banish the drama. You only have so much room in your life and so much energy to give to those in it. Be discerning. If someone in your life is hurting you, draining you, or causing you pain in any way that feels unresolvable, block their number. Blocking their number isn't cruel. It's just a simple setting on your phone that will eliminate trauma if you choose to use it.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. She has a lot of drama. Seems like
Sure she does.
these are compared to Dolly's quotes. Hers are always just like, "Well, here's what's gonna happen."
Right.
Dolly, this is on her her distinctive look in an interview, also with Elle magazine.
Okay.
I just wanted to be pretty. I wanted to be striking. I wanted to be colorful. I wanted to be sane. So when I went to Nashville, I always overdid it. When they say less is more, I say that's bullshit. More is more. That's true. Yes. More is more, Dolly. That's a wonderful quote. More is more. Less isn't more. Hold on, I'll tell you where I'm going, and then we're done. Shit, I lost my piece of paper. Hold on. Bear with me. Termitos.
Tormitos. You're gonna see Tormitos this weekend.
I am going to see, because I'm going to San Antonio,
Access.
Texas, Austin. It's very exciting.
Super exciting. What are you gonna do?
Shit, what am I going to do? Well, I have a lot of driving to do. Kelly McFarland will be working with me. She'll be the opening act. She's very funny. One of my favorites from the New England area. I think I lost my calendar. Hold on.
You did?
Hold on. I might have. It's okay. I'll read it off my phone. Well, I have my favorite spots, as always. Matt's El Rancho is my favorite spot in Austin.
Yep.
Judge if you want.
I love it.
They have a margatini It's a mix of a martini and a margarita, and it's the greatest thing I've ever had out of anything that's shakeable in my life. You get your own shaky hoo. Yeah.
Nice.
And it's Mexican food. It's wonderful. You could sit outside. It's just wonderful. And it's humongous. So there's never a long line. And then in San Antonio, I have my little spots. But most of the time in San Antonio, and this may sound hacky, I don't know, I go to the Alamo. I love it there.
You do.
And they have new exhibits all the time. Just when you think there's not another movie or more information about Davy Crockett, God damn it, yes there is.
There it is.
You get your ass in there, and you walk around it and the church, and it's just, I love it down in that whole area. The San Antonio River Walk is fun.
It's really pretty.
I'm never at a loss for things to do in Texas. That's for sure.
That's perfect.
So that's next weekend. Then Marietta, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm making up the shows in Detroit. I canceled because of my dad. So those two, I think everybody held on to their tickets. There's a few people on the Late Show that couldn't because they had other shit to do when a date got moved. My apologies for that. So there might be a couple left on there. I don't know.
Okay.
They were sold out, but then they can, if people had the right to turn their tickets back in.
Right.
So then Tarrytown, Wilmington, Delaware, Anaheim, California, Thousand Oaks, California, West Hampton. Oh, darling, I'll be in the Hamptons for the summer.
That's great.
Where are you summering? The Ozarks and the Hamptons. They're quite different.
Yeah, they are.
Charlestown, West Virginia. Boom, boom. Casino gig. Portland, Maine. Yep. And I'll be staying a couple extra days if everything allows for that. Because I love Portland. And I don't want to go do my show. That's how much I'm having fun in the day. And then I'm like, oh, this show is cutting into my fun.
Yeah, you'll have to go early then.
The Borgata, Atlantic City, we'll be adding, I think, not sure, a second show.
You can say it. It's okay.
Can I say it? I never know what I'm allowed to say. Then I'll say it, and then I'll get a call from my little friend Bronson. You weren't supposed to announce that. Well, too late.
Sorry, Bronson.
Sorry, Bronson. Sorry. I think he went to Madonna. I got to call and ask how that was. Did he go?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I got to ask
So did Bob
Bronson.
and Clark.
Right. Bob and Clark went too, and I haven't heard any reviews.
You've been a little busy.
Well, I've been busy. I know.
A little busy.
Then Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada.
Nice.
And Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. Those are the summer gigs. And then the fall gigs will be announced soon. And the fall is bang up fun. Yep. I have signed off on everything. I'm very excited. I'm going to try to go over the show times before the tickets are on sale and make sure as many as I can do. Earlier, the better. That's all I got.
The fall goes on sale the first week of April.
Fall goes on sale first week of April. So there you go. Termitos. You can go online soon enough and get tickets. See if your city made the list. Now remember,
Baby Cat's dropping next week.
Baby Cat merch. Yeah, that'll be on the website. Some of it I'll be taking to some towns. I will not say which ones because I can't guarantee that it will happen.
Marietta.
I'm not Marietta and Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I'm not a merch monster. I find it,
You're not.
well, you got to commit to that. And I just don't have that kind of commitment.
True that.
It's on the website usually. How bad do you want a t-shirt?
Bye-bye.
All right, that's it. You ready?